This is Marla from Prodigal Finds God with part 136 from Mandi de la Para, Seek Heavenly Things. This is dated 6/20/2026. It's called Mom's Recovery. So Mandi has an update here about her mom in the hospital. She says, they moved her in to a new room last night. She is still in ICU. She had a setback today, this morning when the doctor came in, and she was moving her mouth kind of funny, and she wasn't really speaking anything. I know my mother, and I know that wasn't her. She was very sad over a personal thing happening in the family yesterday that she was talking about and worrying about, and it was just the wrong timing to be brought up because she's trying to recover. It definitely affected her, and she even said today, "What's the point of living?" I have never heard my mom speak that way. And I've been crying ever since she told me that yesterday, talking about the family situation. She said it gave her a broken heart. So this morning I tried feeding her, and she kept getting a tickle in her throat and couldn't even drink from a straw. She had no problem eating this week at all. This morning, it all changed. She was even coughing on cream of wheat, so she barely ate anything today, and then they did an x-ray, still waiting on the results, and now they put her back in the IBPAP machine because her CO2 levels went back up to 68. Of course, you know me, being the Jesus girl that I am. I prayed to Jesus, and this is what I heard. I don't know any medical terms or anything, so I don't know what any of this means, but I heard coronary artery disorder. So then I started looking it up, and I see that it affects your CO2 levels. It also affects gas. Those are the exact symptoms that my mom has been struggling with: gas pain and not being able to go to the bathroom. Yes, she already has a fib, and she has congestive heart failure. Anyway, I don't use the terms like coronary, so I know that was not my thought. So just in case Jesus was speaking, present and not future, I stepped out on faith, and I told the doctors. And I also told them to check for a stroke, because she just didn't seem like that sharp in the morning when she woke up, and she was moving her mouth really funny. She wasn't her spicy, witty self that she normally is. Even G noticed the difference in her personality, and so they got the doctor in, and he even remembered her being a lot more spunky. So he ordered an x-ray for her chest, and they checked her blood gas levels, and that's when they realized her CO2 levels went back up. They checked her blood gas levels, and that's when they realized her CO2 levels went back up. Just by looking at her, he did not think she had a stroke, but hopefully he's going to run some tests. Normally she sleeps with the IBPAP mask on in the hospital, but last night they didn't want her to put it on because she kept coughing, and they didn't want her to aspirate or choke. So right now, I'm with her, and she's sleeping, and she's listening to Elvis. It calms her. So I keep replaying her Elvis playlist to try to wipe out some of the noise of the IBPAP mask. I love my mommy so much. And this is so hard to just watch all of this every day. She's a fighter, and I'm just praying to Jesus every day that she keeps fighting. I know things can happen in our personal lives that can affect things that are our well-being. But I also know there's a time and a place for everything. Thank you for your continued prayers for my mom. I'm still following every single thing Jesus wants me to do, you guys. He told me to start the videos back up that were already recorded for tomorrow. I don't know why. I just love Jesus so much, and I'm obedient to what he wants. I will say, I hope the doctors listen to what Jesus says, the ultimate physician, because he was right about her leg. 2 days before the doctor told me the urinary tract infection was in her leg, Jesus had already told me. He told me how the infection happened in her leg. Again, those aren't my thoughts because I do not know medical things. I don't even think things like that. That's just not my personality. I even told my mom that she started to believe more because she remembered me telling her that before the doctor told her. Jesus promised to pour out his Spirit on all of his people, and that is what he has done with me. I'm just like anybody else, but I love the Lord. I'm just faithful to what he wants. I will be here every day for my mom. I refuse to leave her. I left her once when we got to the ER. I left her once to go take a shower. I came back at 6 p.m. to give her peaches, and she was sleeping really well. So then I let her rest. I came back at 11, and they said they were moving her to the ICU. So ever since that, I haven't gone home. The nurse was really nice last night and she let me shower in a handicap room that nobody was in because before that I was just doing bird baths every day. I just want to make sure that I'm here for every second, just in case. Anyway, I know everything is perfect on Jesus' timing. I'm trying to hold it together. But I'm not gonna lie, it's very hard. I'll be honest again, I don't even feel like posting Declaration Part 4 or the videos. But no matter how hard it is, I always have to follow what Jesus wants because I know that He knows the beginning and the end. And He knows all of this would happen before it even happens. So I just have to trust Him. And that's the end of the message.